Hello everyone, we'll do this week second live session here on the YouTube. I see there are already some people here. I was late a bit this stream with 5 minutes because until I set up at this microphone and everything else. But let me know please in a comment if you hear me well, if the audio is good. I can adjust it as well. I have already a comment here from Nishal Limbo, who asked some question about the basic program that it's on my website. Thanks first time for purchasing the programs from my website. I really appreciate it. And about the basic training, you can normally all the program that you follow. It's good to try it 2 times. So you do first time and you have a result, and after that you need to redo it again. And when you will do it second time, you will have your real result, because most of the time second time it's go a bit better because you already are familiar with the program. But most of the time it's going well from the first attempt as well, because probably before you was not followed any programs, and all the time a program it's better, any program is better than to don't follow no program at all. So please first time let me know if you hear me well, to make sure that everything is good. So we're ready from 2 minutes and no one. It's put a comment here to make sure that the audio it's sound well. So please, if you are here, let me know if you hear me well first time, and after that I will start responding to your questions. Good audio good. Carlos Flores, Rider, the audio it's well. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for confirming me. Sound and video it's perfect. Thanks for another live. Babak Kabiri, welcome man. Thanks for joining here. We have already 10 people. Don't forget to like this one, to like the video, to reach at many athletes here from the YouTube, because they will get notified if you like it. Audio A1 plus. Have an A1 day. Thank you. Same to you, Macan69. So let's see some question here. Hey Gabriel, how to fix knees going significantly over toes in catch when cleaning and snatch is not focusing on pushing the hips back or palm on. Yeah, I see now recently a lot this issue, especially at lifters that are beginning, because when they are above parallel, they going too much with knees over toes, and the pelvis is going too much under them. So probably could be a problem there of strength as well, because if you don't have the legs, the quads very strong, it will be feel more comfortable to go with hips more under the barbell, and to try to use more hips than quads. So make sure first time you have good strength in your leg. If not, make sure you work at lower weights where you can practice better this one. And yeah, this is try to have the hips more back when you are working at snatch and clean. And to learn better, it's try to it's good to try in the training different styles. So you have 20 kilograms on the barbell, I want to try to go with hips a lot in the back, like to exaggerate and to try to feel that position, because here is the mistake. You know that you go with hips over toes and you do all the time only that mistakes. And try to show your brain a different position, and after you will show him, it will learn and you can be easily in the good positions. Ten people, 10 likes. Thank you very much for liking this video. Hey Gabriel, how should an athlete properly take time off weightlifting? Take time off weightlifting. What do you mean by this question? How should the athlete properly take time off weightlifting? How to take some times to train, or what pause to take between session? I don't know if I understand well this question. I see do the basic plan 2 times. Also your squat plan and power plan was really helpful. Nishan Limbo, the programs are very good, and that one as well, you can try to do them 2 times. Power program, it's really short, and make sure to read the infos and try to include that one before doing your regular program. For example, if you do basic, you can add also power plan before, because you have only few sets and you will finish in 10-15 minutes, so it'll be like more intensity the warm-up, and it will help as well for other exercise. Moises Luna, do you think to shrug your shoulders? Do you think to shrug your shoulders during the third pull of a snatch will slow down the pull under? Do you recommend you shrug? Do you recommend to shrug? Yeah, it's very good to use the arms and to shrug, and also to try to pull under yourself with the arms, especially at higher weights. What you need to take care it's that you don't use too early the arms when you do this one, so you need there very good timing, and you need to wait, and when you are in the power position, and you need to have your arms straight, and that especially at the clean, this is something that I do. I already shrug my shoulders from power position, and that's why I'm able to keep my arms straight and I don't bend them, and I have the contact pretty high in the clean. So it's good to shrug a bit earlier, because you will win some height on the barbell, but to shrug with shoulders, not with elbows. And after the barbell it's passing the hips, you can use the arms as well to change your direction and to be a bit more faster under the barbell. If someone trains weightlifting 4 times a week, how many times do I have to squat? 2 times front squat and 1 time back squat a week. Babak Kabiri, here it's depending, because for example in my training from the app from super weightlifting with 4 sessions a week, it's only included 2 times per week squatting, and you have 1 back squat and 1 front squat most of the time. I think they are in some weeks where are some variation when we have clean and front squats, and front squat right in the same day, so it will be a bit more squats, for example, but it's not necessary to do 3 times when you do 4 sessions, only if you need if you really need more strength in the legs, like the legs are very weak, so you need to add more squats, then it's okay to do 3 times in 4, but I will recommend if you do 4 sessions to stick at 2 back 2 squat session, it's enough. Gabriel, have you ever maxed out on bench press, icebox Chamberlain? Unfortunately, I was not trying to max my bench when I was in the very good shape. I was trying to go a bit heavier when I was in the not so good shape. So like I said before, I think my max bench that I was doing, it's somewhere between 140, probably 150, but no more than that. Last year I was doing 110, 120 when I was doing a few sessions of bench press, but when I was in the very good shape, we don't have it included bench press in our program, and I never tried to max. What to do when one leg gets stronger? This is probably that we have all of us, because we have one part stronger than other one. So if you have, for example, your right leg stronger, normally your left arm will be stronger as well, because the muscles are working in X all the time. So what you can do to, if it's a big difference, and it's a very big difference, try when you do unilateral exercises to do more reps on that leg that it's weaker. Do you think you'll make any how-to videos on weightlifting? Yeah, I have already on my website, no, on my YouTube, sorry, I have some videos on how to, and some tips on how to do some phases in weightlifting. The plan is to add more and more videos, but it will take me some time, because I want to do them good, and not only to throw a video there and do that and that and finish. So it's a bit of work on there, because I have a different approach when it's needed to start snatch and the clean and jerk, and it's a bit different, and I will try to post as soon as possible more how-to videos. How can you fix knee cave during the jerk, dip and drive? There it's a bit normal to have sometimes, especially if the legs are not so strong, because in order to produce strength there, the femur is doing an internal rotation, and there the knees are going in a bit. But if it's not too much, probably you don't need to worry about that one. And if it's more, probably you need to work to strengthen more your legs. Try to make sure that you are staying on full foot, and also when you do the dip, make sure you are more on the heels, because there it's also a lot of mistakes when at the dip they go too much on the tiptoes, and automatically it will be very hard to use properly the legs there. So you can compensate a bit by going with the knees in. Harold Gates, your training pants are the greatest. Thank you very much. Will you please tell a little about what you eat? Do you eat certain foods or at certain times on a training day? Thanks Harold for purchasing my training pants. If it's someone here that wants also to try my power pants, I have put the link in the description in my new website with merch. It's superweightlifting.com. I'll speak a bit about what I'm eating or training day, but I will not recommend to follow, because I'm not an expert, and I'm not trying to weight what I eat and everything else. I don't count calories as well, because here, especially in Romania, when we was in training camps and other we are training very hard, we was eating a lot. So normally weightlifters, they are eating a lot of food. Every colleague of mine that I know that was strong, they was eating pretty much. So what I'm eating now, it's most of the time steak. I eat like 4 or 5 times per week, and I try to include also a lot of vegetables, rice and everything else. I don't like to eat too much potatoes, only when I do burger or something in the weekend. And in the morning, now currently I don't eating anything, before, when I was training, what we was eating in the morning was most of the time eggs, even was omelette or normal eggs. I don't know how they are called in English. And what it's eating what you find in the European in the morning, like I don't know where it was at some hotels they was provided the food, and you cannot change too much the what you take there, and you need to eat most of the time what it's in the menu. So that's why it's pretty hard when you are an athlete, especially here in Romania or in my time, 5 years ago. It's very hard to follow a regime or something. What are good percentages of front squat to clean and jerk or clean to snatch? Ryan, he has a video explaining the percentages. Yeah, I have some videos about speaking about this one. What are good percentages of front squat to clean and jerk? Yeah, here I use a ratio between front squat and clean and jerk. It's you need to divide by 1.16, and from back squat to clean and jerk by 1.28. But I recommend you to watch out my video, because you will understand there much more on how to calculate. Any suggestion for lower back pain while deadlift with good form? You need the first time to see why it's the pain there. So probably it's some muscle there that is probably weak, or something it's not good for sure there if you feel pain when you do the deadlift, especially if you don't do it with higher weights. So you need to find out what is the issue, and after that to try to improve a bit that problem, and normally should pass the pain. Thank you, Gabriel. Looking forward to following your journey on YouTube. Welcome. Welcome, Eric. Yeah, I'm trying now to post like training highlights from what I'm doing from every week. Already posted 2 videos, so if you want to watch them, you can go to watch. Do you know when you will have more black power pants in stock? I will have as well black power pants, and I think they will be available next week. I will post on my Instagram, and I will send also emails to if you subscribe to my newsletter, you will receive all the time an email when I have some news and when I have some new items in the stock. Is doing weightlifting on the first floor safe? If you don't drop the weights down and you don't use too much weight on the barbell, probably it's safe. But depends also the building how it is. But most of the time when you drop weights at first floor, you will doing some serious noise, and probably people will call police or something. How many calories do you eat? I'm not counting too much. Now I think I'm between 3,000 and 3,000 and half, something like that. And when I was, for example, before Rio in 2016, I think I was eating like 6,000 calories per day. And I was having less kilograms than now, like 86, 87, and I was used on the last 6 weeks or something like that. I was using a gainer because I was starting to lose weight too fast before competition. So after some heavy session, I was even having in the morning below 85 kilograms with 1 month and a half before Pure Rio. John Burkhardt, what percentage of your max jerk should be able to re-rack from overhead to front rack? How often to jerk from blocks? Reason for behind the neck jerks. How much you re-rack? Here it's depending your form when you re-rack it, because if you are out of balance and you are going too much with knees in front, probably you will injure it at your back or something. But if the re-rack is with a good form, you should be able to re-rack your max clean and jerk for sure. It will not, I don't see any issues why you cannot re-rack your 100% of split jerk. How often to jerk from blocks? Depends. Here I'm not a fan of jerking from blocks, because this is the reason, because you don't practice the re-rack and you let the barbell on the blocks and it's a bit easier. I like jerk from the rack because you practice the re-rack as well, that it's important too. And reason for behind the neck jerks, usually I use behind the neck for athletes that they don't have a comfortable front rack and they don't know how to properly hold the barbell in hand, and to see a bit difference, because from the back you cannot keep your elbows in, and most of the times the jerks will go better. It will improve you also the dip, because from the back you will be more on the heels. So from an athlete that it's more on the tiptoes when he's doing the dip from front, it will help behind the neck jerks. And also you can easily keep your pelvis in the good position when you are doing the split jerk. Thank you, welcome. Hi Gabriel, hi everyone, hi Mika, Sual. Good morning from Fiji. Good evening from Romania, because here it's 9 p.m. Probably there it's in the morning. Also power snatch and power clean and the frame to go down all the way. Any fixes to get over this? I think you have same issues like someone asked at the beginning of this live. I think you are going too much with hips, with knees over toes when you are above parallel, and that's why you need first time to stop there, and after that to adjust a bit, and after that to write down, like to write down the way down. And what you need to do is to try to be in good balance and to be with hips more in the back, and to try to have your knees in the same line with your toes when you are above parallel. So it's pretty important, this one. When you are in your start position of the clean, what are you thinking of or focusing on? Depends a lot of the weight, because if the weight is lower and don't focusing and not thinking at too much things, most of the time only to do a good second pull and to do also to finish the turnover of the elbows. But when I am attending higher weights, like close to my max, I'm focusing also on my start position. I need to make sure that everything is properly there, my arms, my back. I need to focus to push down with the legs into the ground and use the back in same time. So when I'm with the legs, I'm pushing down and I'm open like that, the angle there, and I need to do this one to coordinate them very good, because the legs, if are not working very well with the back, probably the barbell will feel very heavy from first phase of the lift, and after that it will be very hard to accelerate in second pull and to finish the clean. Hello from Zagreb, Croatia. Hello Nixa. Ryder, I believe you mentioned it, keeping your cardio session 10 minutes or less. Any other suggestion on cardio while training for weightlifting? Now because I was starting training after COVID, I was losing a bit my cardiovascular system, and I was getting tired pretty fast. So that's why it's the main reason that I added a bit of cardio at the end of the session. The weightlifting now, the training, it's also pretty demanding because I'm doing 3-4 reps at most exercise, even at snatch. At squats I'm trying to be now between 4 and 6 reps depending of the weight. So that's why it's the main reason, and I don't want to go more than 10 minutes because for what are we doing weightlifting, and because in weightlifting we need more strength, 10 minutes of cardio it's enough. If you are doing more than 10 minutes and you are reaching our 30 minutes or 40 minutes, you work in another system, and it's probably to start losing strength. Chen Yang, hey Gabriel, question for snatch. When the barbell is at knee level, do the more horizontal back angle help to produce more force? I think you try to tell here if remaining with shoulders over the barbell will produce more force. I don't use that cue, and I think it's a bad cue because and it's working only for few athletes that are very tall and very powerful at upper body, and they don't have legs at all, and they don't want to use legs at all. But normally after the barbell it's passing your knees, you need to come with knees under the barbell, and in order to do that the shoulders need to go back in above the barbell or even a bit behind. So it's probably not necessary that will produce more strength if you do like that. And I will recommend you also to watch at my videos with 3 types of the snatches if you are not seeing already. Yaurui Xiu, hey Gabe, how to improve overhead snatch position? I can pull but never catch. I could be there many issues. Probably you don't have enough shoulder or T-spine mobility. Try to test those first time. You can find on my website some articles about how to test your mobility, and also some recommendation of exercises to improve them. And if mobility is good and you cannot catch it, probably you are like I speak before, you are in the not good balance when you catch the barbell, and you are with pelvis too much under you, the torso it's too much vertical, and you need to let your hips more back. Try to have the torso a bit inclined to be in good balance there in the catch position. Hey Gabriel, I'm currently doing your basic training program, but my strength numbers are much higher than Olympic lifts. Should I move to power program or something different? I am slow. I don't think you should move to power program because power program are not included Olympics lifts, and I think you should continue it more with basic training because it's more with technique exercise related. You have also some fundamentals exercise there, and it will help you more because from what I see from your question, you need to practice more the technique, because if you have strength and you improve your technique and the coordination will improve, you will be more powerful for sure. Do you know about weightlifter Nikola Peshalov? Yeah, I know him. And I think was from Bulgaria, and after that he was switched to Croatia, if I remember well, or to another country, something similar. He was lifting 62 category, 152 snatch, probably 152 or 155. Was in sometime world record holder, very good at snatch, very skinny athlete, but pretty strong. Yeah, I know him for sure. 170 squat, but cannot power clean 100 kg, lol. Need to practice more, probably the technique, probably something there is not good as well. Need to make sure first time that you are in good balance. Like I said before, here especially at beginners, what is the issue that you come with hips too much under the barbell, and it will put you in the very bad balance, and it will be hard to reach at your potential at any technique exercise. Gabriel, do you use pre-workout, and does it make you poop? I'm not using pre-workouts. Not a fan of pre-workout. I was not using even when I was in the very good shape. Sometimes when I'm tired, I'm drinking a Red Bull or something, but not too often. Most of the time I'm a coffee drinker. I'm drinking probably a bit more coffee. I want to reduce it a bit now, but yeah, I'm not a fan of using pre-workouts. Hey Gabriel, any tips for pains in front rack from squatting? I think all we have these pains, especially at beginning. I even feel a bit uncomfortable now after those years when I start doing front squat again, but after it's passing I don't know, few sessions, it's starting to be better. So probably you only need to make sure you warm up well and to front squat more often, and it will be fine. Hey Big Gabe, what are some things that motivate you to train hard, both now and when you were competing? Now it's not the same like when I was competing, because in that period I was a full athlete. I was not having anything else to do, so all the time was that word: train, eat, train, sleep and repeat, something like that. So that was my all days. I was waking up in the morning, eat, training, eat, train, eat and sleep every day. And I think if you like what you do, and if you like the sport, I don't think you need some big motivation, because if you like it, you will enjoy every session, and motivation will come after you will train hard, because you will start winning some medals, and after that you probably will take some money. And I don't know, depends of the country, I don't know how it's in other countries, but after that you will want even more and to become better. This is how it's going. So how it's calling in Romania, pofta it's vine mâncând. It's like your appetite, it's coming by eating. I think here it's pretty similar. You should also do gaming live stream, showing us your Counter-Strike skills. What are your favorite TV shows, movies? You should do also gaming live streams. Yeah, probably I should do it. I was doing 2 years ago, I think, a Minecraft session. Was not going very well because I don't know how to play. But at Counter-Strike, I'm very good. I was world championship. I was in PGL. I don't know how it's in English, but I think now I lose it a bit the skill, and probably I will not be so good. What are your favorite TV shows, movies? I don't have I mean, we have a TV, but I'm not watching a TV. I think I was not watching a TV from 2005 or something like that, from 16 years. I'm liking to watch some good podcast on YouTube. I'm looking if I want to watch a movie or something, I like to go at the cinema because I taking a popcorn or some nachos sometimes, but this one only when is appearing some new movies or something, not too often. What's the biggest difference between training man versus woman? Yeah, here it's a bit different because women, especially if they are competing or something, they need to do a bit more training, especially at technique. They need to attempt close to 90% or even more often than men's because they lose confidence quite fast, and they probably, I don't know, I think probably here it's depending also from girl to girl, but the men's no need to train that often, and if you have a good confidence in yourself, you can I don't know, resting like 14 21 days before competition, or not going more than 85 90% and to be very good in the competition. But for a woman, she will need probably to do 90 95% every week till competition. How to stay upright in split jerk? If the position is good, you will stay upright. If you don't stay upright, probably you will have some position, some low back position. Low back is too much extended, front foot it's too close from you, or many issues that can be there. AK-47 or M4? I like it more M4, I think, because was having that amortizor. I don't know how it's called in English. Should an Olympic weightlifter use drugs right from beginning or when he hits some big weight? I think here with using something or not, it's not that one that will make an athlete very good and very strong, because if was like that, everyone could be very easy to lift hundreds kilograms and to be very strong and win Olympics. And that's why we don't see now athletes like Nain Sulimanoglu, and they have much more better condition. Everything was going up, but no one can lift how much it was doing. So I think it's much more important to train more and to try to improve the technique. I would love to see you do some Zerches lift together with Clarence. I never tried that exercise, and I don't think I want to try it. Any advice to get a better bottom position in the snatch? Yeah, you can do more overhead squats. It's one of my favorite exercise to improve the snatch. It will, but not going too heavy, like at 50%, 60% of your snatch. If your snatch is too low, you can do obvious a bit more, like to have a bit of weight on the barbell. But try to practice that one and try to feel the position lower and lower, and it will help you to improve on long term. If you cannot doing an overhead squat, make sure you have a good hip ankle mobility, T-spine. Hey Gabriel, any tips for fixing premature armband in the clean? Thanks for all the content. Michael Wu with Chinch USD. donation. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, of course, you can do more here. Normally in the clean, what it's the mistake and what the athletes are doing, because they use early the arms, it's that they try to do the contact at their hip, because the grip it's narrower. You use the barbell with a narrower grip, and it's this feeling that you need to do the contact at the hip, and then you need to obvious to pull with arms, but not bothering too much about where you will contact the barbell. Even if the contact will be at mid tight, is very good as well, because I use same. And if it's still using too much arms, probably you keep your shoulders, and you are too much like in external rotation, and when you are like that from start position, the arms are already a bit bended, and try to let your arms normal. No need to beat them loose, but let them normal, not try to external rotate them too much. I hope it will help you to improve. I think Baba Kabir is a gamer, because asking a lot of questions about gaming. Any tips on how to dominate dust to map in Counter-Strike? I don't know, I can give you some good tips on how to dominate on 5-0. I'm joking, I don't know. Do you have any particular exercise that you do keep your knees healthy? No, I don't have any particular exercise that I keep my knees healthy, and I think these issues with knees in when you are start lifting and you are out of balance. So if you are in the good balance when you do squats, snatch, cleans, or any exercise, you will not should have a problem with knees. And if I watch at all weightlifters now or before that I know that are using and they had knees injuries, all of them, they are a bit out of balance, or when they catch the barbell, or when they do squats and everything else. And there, because you are out of balance, you will put too much pressure on your knees, and of course that you will start having pains at your knees. Will a stronger push press help to make stronger split jerk? Definitely, it will help you for sure to improve your split jerk. Push press, it's one of my favorite. Was included all the time, one time per week. Even now when I plan, it's included very often in the program. It's very good. You can improve the dip. It will help you very good on the drive. Keep doing it. Hi Gabi, love your videos. Thanks Joey. I'm trying to improve the videos, to improve them all the time, to improve also my English, my editing and everything else. I'm still it's not the videos are not like I want them to be in my head, but I think I'm on the right way, and they are improving a bit, because also the subscribers and the views are constantly growing. So thanks for watching this video, and thanks also for commenting or liking my videos. Do you use snatch push press in your training? Yes, we use push press, snatch push press as well. I think it's a very good exercise to improve your lockout, because many athletes, they don't know how to do the lockout. They try to shrug up shoulders when they have the barbell overhead in snatch. It's a big mistake, because you will be much more unstable. And if you want to know if you have a good lockout, take your max snatch, do a snatch push press, and see if you can stay 30 seconds with barbell overhead. And see also how you feel the barbell overhead. If you feel that the barbell is very heavy and that it's breaking your lockout, it means that your lockout it's not performed well. Do you have any suggestion for exercise to improve leg drive in the push press? To improve the leg drive there, it's something similar with jump with straight legs. So try first time to see, because this is the real test to see if you have a good power in your legs. On box jumps it's not too much related, because there it's more about hip mobility, but in jump with straight legs, and if you can jump for example on with straight legs on a 60 centimeter box, this means you have a very good power in your legs, and you should normally be able to do very good the drive when you do the push press, split jerk or any exercise. Then you need to use the legs even from the ground, the snatch on the clean. But if you cannot jump more than 50 centimeter, or if you are below 50 centimeter, probably you will need to start working more at your strength, and try to include some power exercise in your routine. Do you deload every 5 weeks or so, and how much weeks before picking weight? Now, yeah, I'm deloading like probably even more often than 5 weeks. Now, last year I was joking that I was deloading my deload week, but when I was training, we don't have deloads in Romania. Probably you train, I don't know, a bit, if you are tired, you train a bit lower, like 2-3 days, but not a fully week of deload, and not before competitions. What do you think about ashwagandha? I think you mean ashwagandha. It's that thing that you need to go in some country in Amazon, and when I don't know how they are called, those people, that they are I don't know, give you something to drink and you start to dreaming. I don't know if yeah, but I think I know what you mean. I don't know if I tried something like that. Sounds dangerous. How do you properly do a Romanian deadlift? I saw you do them very different from other people. Yeah, here are different styles of doing Romanian deadlift. Many they are trying to do like Romanian deadlift with completely legs straight, like a stiff leg when you are doing only from low back. But I'm liking to bend a bit my knees. I'm not going too much on the ground. The barbell is remaining close to the knees. Now, because I feel a bit the back more, I'm trying to go a bit lower. But what it's important, it's to try to control a bit the barbell on the descent, and to not rush when you are performing strength exercise. And if you are not rushing and you try to control them more, the strength will go up, and much more faster than doing them like at speed. No more gaming question. Then I lose my back tension when the weight gets heavy in snatch. What can I do to fix it? Should I do more rows? Yeah, I think when you go heavy, all we start to see some issues, because it's very hard to be perfect. And even at myself or at any weightlifter that you want, when they are putting too much or exaggerating, that putting too much weight on the barbell, they will start to see what they are doing wrong and what are their weakness. And yeah, probably it will be good to increase your overall strength, and probably you'll be over to keep your back well. I see that the time is passing very fast when we do these live sessions. Already was past 50 minutes, and then I think I will end now this one. So it's this one was the second live stream for this week. I will try next week to do another live session as well, but I want to do it a bit earlier, like in the morning, to see if are joining more people, because I'm keep testing now, and I want to see what is the best hour that you prefer for this live session. So if you have prefer a different hour, this video will remain here, so let a comment and I will see it, what hour you prefer for live stream. Last question. Hey Gabriel, how do I prevent the jump forward in the clean, in the snatch? It rarely happens to me. I try to keep shoulders over the bar and pull it. I still see jumping. I try to keep shoulders over the bar and pull, but you already responded your question. It's normal when you try to keep shoulders over the barbell. When you have the shoulders over the barbell and the barbell is at your mid-thigh level or at your hips and you are bended over the barbell, it's normal that you need to depart the barbell from you. So you need to do this one, to depart the barbell from you, and when the barbell is going in front, it's normal that you need to jump in front to catch the barbell. So don't try to stay with shoulders over the barbell, and probably you will not jump also in front. Thank you so much for the Q&A. Welcome Eric, thanks from joining here. So this was the stream. Thanks to everyone who joined here, and we will see next week for sure. Also, I will try to do another video this week. I will try to do another video analysis, and I will try to post it now in the weekend. So thanks. We'll see next week. Bye bye. I wish you a good weekend, because we'll come now the weekend.